I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new between the fucking news and the fucking stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife the best I can. I can't keep going. Every day it's something new. Then on top of that, as if you're not trying to spend money, you have to. Fucking everything's expensive. I own a painting company. I still can't fucking make it. I'm fucking trying, man. I can't look at my daughter and my wife and know I'm failing. I'm fucking Everybody wake up. It's time to stand up. It's time to be tired of this. It's our turn to fucking eat. I want to eat. I want my family to eat. I want you guys to eat. Stand up. Let's go. Stand up, man. Let's fucking eat. I'm tired. Let's help each other. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what fucking color you are. If you are not eating and you're struggling, eat with me. Let's struggle together then. Let's be a team.
All right, Shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and my fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, I say Shalom. All right, this is your brother Ayasha Barzal from the Indianapolis branch of the Great Millstone, coming back at you with another lesson that is edifying to the elect body of the nation of Israel. All right, I'm going to get into this. I got two quotes from Lyndon B. Johnson, who was the 36th president of the United States from 1963 to 1969. And he has two prominent quotes out there that's still rearing its ugly head today. The first one here, he says, I'll have those niggers voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, that has held true for the longest, you know, in my lifetime. And, you know, I was born at the time he had finished up being president of the United States. But this next one, you know, and you're going to start to see things turn because now this is coming back to haunt Esau-Edom, who is a so-called white man, as we'll get into here shortly. This one right here, he says, I tell you what's at the bottom of it. If you can convince the lowest white man that he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him something to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you. All right? He said that. He said that. And to this day, they truly believe that. One of the big things that came out, we're talking about the universal health care. It turns out the majority of so-called white people were against that because they felt that so-called black people were going to benefit from it. But like I said, the tables are turning now. We're in the prophecy, and the things that was happening to Jake are now starting to happen to Esau-Edom, the so-called white man. Here's the clip.
I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new between the fucking news and the fucking stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife. The best I can. I can't keep going. Every day it's something new. And then on top of that, as if you're not trying to spend money, you have to. Fucking everything's expensive. I own a painting company, I still can't fucking make it. I'm fucking trying, man. I can't look at my daughter and my wife and know I'm failing. I'm fucking Everybody wake up. It's time to stand up. It's time to be tired of this. It's our turn to fucking eat. I want to eat. I want my family to eat. I want you guys to eat. Stand up. Let's go. Stand up, man. Let's fucking eat. I'm tired. Let's help each other. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what fucking color you are. If you are not eating and you're struggling, eat with me. Let's struggle together then. Let's be a team.
Well, you saw it. Let's just say I will stay spiritual with this one. All right, here we go. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7, and it reads, "And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." And it's talking about the curses that was put on the nation of Israel in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 15 through 68. Okay? And it says he will put it upon thine enemies, on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. And every nation has had their had their opportunity to put their hands on the nation of Israel. It says, what nation have not taken part of her spoils, but Esau-Edom, the so-called white man, the red man, like you saw in that last video, they were the worst. Okay. And it says, on thine enemies, on them that hate thee, and which persecuted thee. So let's prove the one that hated us. We can go right to the beginning in the book of Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And there it is. And Esau, who is Edom, according to Genesis 36 and 1, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father, who was Isaac, are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. You kill Jacob, there's no 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? And he said, those who persecuted thee. Let's get the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Okay, and who is the wicked? Esau-Edom, according to Malachi 1 and 4. Okay, and the scriptures tell us he's a very, very proud man. Okay, according to Sirach 13 and 1. All right, he's a very proud man, and he does persecute the poor. Who is the poor? The nation of Israel. All right, let's prove that. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 12. And it reads, I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Lord. Okay? He says, I will leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people. Okay? And they shall trust in the name of the Lord. Well, who was given the name of the Lord? To prove that these, who the poor people are. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, and verse 15. And it reads, And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh thy power of your fathers, the God of the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name, singular, forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. Okay, so that poor is a nation of Israel. So going back, Deuteronomy 30 and 7, he said all these curses are starting to come upon our enemies, and we're seeing that right now in real time. Esau, crying. We have been, feeling that shit forever. All of my lifetime, especially in adult years. We have, like the Lord said, those curses will be a sign and a wonder unto his seed forever. Deuteronomy 28, around verses 45 and 46. And we see light at the end of the tunnel because we believe. All right, because we believe. But this guy said, we're all in the same mental state. No, we're not, especially his elect. All right, and that's who I'm focused on right now, is the elect of the nation of Israel, versus what these heathens are going through. Because of 2/3, you're gonna have to deal with what you're gonna have to deal with, and that's that a death by pain. Nuclear missiles as we get closer. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And it reads, And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is his treasure. Okay? So, as long as we're acquiring the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, we're going to be stable, at peace in those times. As Isaiah 26:3 says, thou will keep us in perfect peace as long as our mind is stayed on him. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? And strength of salvation. Salvation is only for the nation of Israel. Okay? According to Isaiah 45 and 17. Romans 11, 26 and 27. All right? It's only for the nation of Israel. You only find, those are the only names you're going to find on the 12 gates. All right? Revelation 21. All right? It says, fear of the Lord is his treasure. That's our treasure, the elect. Okay? Our whole duty is to fear Yahweh and keep his commandments. Okay? That's what we're supposed to do. All right, but you see Esau in the straits crying, and Jacob's trouble. We're just, you know, we believe this is the hopeful year of it, according to our beloved elder apostle Tahar, that was declared at the entry of the new year, this year 2024. Okay, but this is just the beginning of sorrows, and look at him bawling now. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2, and it reads, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." Well, looking at him in that video, is we can rest assured that the righteous are not in authority yet. Okay, but the wicked, the elite of his people, he's talking about his own people. The rich folks. That's not Jacob. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those are his people. Okay? That's doing them real bad. Not us. We have no control over nothing. Regardless of, how stupid Jake votes, they don't realize that the president is selected and not elected. If you've been around this world for any amount of time, how is it that the only office of the president of the United States is where you can lose the popular vote and still win the election? Because of those delegates. And when you dig into it, you find out that those delegates of the which they talk about those swing states all the time. Those are tied directly to the 3/5 compromise, where Drake wasn't a U.S. citizen and was counted as 3/5 of a person. All right, a lot of Jake don't know that, and still crying out here, get out here, go vote, go vote. No, the elites pick exactly who they want. Exactly who they want. But yeah, that Edomite is saying that they don't give a shit about them either. All right, so we always knew they didn't care about us. This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, chapter 14 and verse 5, and it reads, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods." All right, this dude has to have everything, and like I said, he's evil to his own nation. So once again, he don't give a shit about Jake. I'm talking about the so-called elites, Amalek, the people that's running the APAC, the ADL, the ACLU, for that matter, the NAACP. Yeah, they own and fund all that shit. The Amalekites, your so-called Jewish people today. All right, and it's no secret that they're running on everything, but they're being exposed right now. And that guy alluded to it in that video. He's talking about the rich people. Yeah, those are your people. Okay, all Edomites. Now, he's from the tribe of Amalek, who was the chief nation of Edom, but those are your people. And like I said, if they don't give a shit about you, we already know they don't give a shit about us. We know that, all through the scriptures. We talk about it every week. His number one job is to get rid of the nation of Israel. That's why they're, pretending to be us in the defiled land right now, because you surely have defiled it. You have the largest rainbow parade, kosher pork when it's an abomination. Yeah, you lied and said who you were, but to no avail. That's what it is. And this, in that video, that guy's talking about, I want to eat, let's eat. I want to eat, let's eat. Hey man, Once again, I'm going to stick to the elect. Uh, as long as we're, doing what we're supposed to do in the name of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, we're not going to have anything to worry about, according to Isaiah 65, verses 11 and 14. I'm gonna get to that. Isaiah 65, 11 and 14. I'm going to go straight to the point. 11 and 12 is talking about, the wicked of Israel who forsook the Lord, his commandments, and did not answer when he called. So he's going to deal with them. And it's not going to be nice. A lot of death of the 2/3 of Israel. Okay, but getting straight to the point. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verses 13 and 14. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh our power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Verse 14. Oh, and this whole rejoice, going back, to that Proverbs 29 and 2, he said, when the righteous beareth rule. Let me go back and read that. I'm going to get it off screen. Proverbs 29 and 2. Bear with me. I'm working with a couple of screens here. Salakia. Okay. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And trust me, yes, we are going through these afflictions, enduring until the end, but we see the signs, we see the prophecies popping off, so deep down, well, I ain't gonna say deep down, we are rejoicing, to see things happen. You got Russia moving into position, and all these other nations, turning their back on America, just like the scriptures say. All right, just like the scriptures say. So yeah, we have a reason to be rejoicing, even though salvation is not even hasn't happened yet. We haven't gone up on those chariots. We're rejoicing because we have this truth and being able to understand it and not looking like that guy on the screen. Which still it's kind of funny to see that, because man, y'all, as long as you were benefiting, you didn't give a shit. Now it's turning on you, and so be it. All right, back to Isaiah 65, finishing off verse 13. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Okay, who are his servants? The elect of Israel, the 1/3. Okay, according to Zechariah chapter 13, verses 8 and 9. All right, Isaiah 65, verse 14. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Now, if that's going to happen to the 2/3, you see what it's doing to that heathen. Like I said, those curses are going to come upon them. All right? He's talking about, let's get together, let's build together. No, scriptures say, never trust thy enemy. I'm going to go ahead and get that. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So pretty much, that's pretty straightforward. As iron is going to rust, Esau-Edom, the so-called white man, is going to be wicked. All right? Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, take ye good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know his rust have not been altogether wiped away. All right? If you wipe something that is rusty, for a moment, it's going to look brand new. And not that long, because that rust is going to come back. All right? Because of the oxygen. What causes that to happen? The oxygen in the air. Okay? Causes that iron to rust. All right? So pretty much what the scripture's saying, as long as that son of a bitch is breathing, Esau-Edom, the so-called white man, don't trust him. Don't trust him. He wants to come together. Verse 12. says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou shalt at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. So pretty much, you're gonna you set him by you trust him. It's telling you right here. As soon as the opportunity presents itself, you know, he's gonna knock you down. All right, and like I said, you're gonna remember those words. You're gonna be pricked with them. Like, damn, I should have listened to that commandment not to never trust him. All right, I'm gonna slide down to verses 16 through 18, and it reads: An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to overthrow thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, just like he was doing, but if he find the opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Yep, go ahead and join hands with this dude if you want to. And those who are speaking like him, because you got a lot of them out there saying, come on, let's come together. We got to stick together. Nope, 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 and all the nopes in the world. Nope, not doing shit with you. We waiting upon the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Yeah, you will not hesitate. If the opportunity comes, you will not hesitate to take us out to get your advantage. All right. Verse 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And that's straightforward. He's scheming on you the whole time, to make sure he comes out on top, and you never have the opportunity again. That's what they did. You go back. We're doing this nice series for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, and we're finding, even when the locals did stuff, the government had a hand in it as well. All right. So yeah, that second quote from Lyndon B. Johnson. Yep. The government, the Edomite government officials and the Edomite locals working hand in hand. However, they didn't know that, those tax dollars that they pay, they go to the elites first. Okay? The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, then they come back and get paid. All right? They own everything. And that was proven. Everything. All right? And run everything. All right? Your IRS, your Federal Reserve, none of those are actual government entities. Those are agencies. FBI is an agency. CIA is an agency. All right? All of that. Verse 18, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. So that's the thing. Once he's overthrown you, hey, it's just too late. He gonna laugh at you. All right. Okay, yeah. So this guy, man, like I said, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, like, you stupid, ignorant fool, you should have never trusted me. That's what he's saying. I got to get mine. Fuck you. So that's what he's saying. He's, he was all cool with you, wanted to be on your side and build with you, but nah, this dude is no good. It's like I said, I see a lot of this now out there. They crying, talking about, hey, let's stick together, let's build together. Nope, which, reminds me of something. This is the book of Ezra, chapter 4. Ezra is the same as in the Old Testament, it's the same as Esdras in the Apocrypha. Chapter 4, verse 1. And this is when we were building the second temple. Okay. And it reads, now when the enemies of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto Yahweh our power of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you. Let's stick together. Okay. Let us build with you, for we seek your God as ye do. And that's not going to happen because Joel 2 and 27 says he is in the midst of Israel and none else, only the God of Israel. Okay? And we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esar-Haddon, king of Ashur, which brought us up hither. And, those sacrifices mean nothing, according to, I believe it's what, Isaiah chapter 40 verses, let me just look that up. I don't want to butcher it. Isaiah chapter 40. Yeah. Verses 15 through 17. It says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and they are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isle as a very little thing. So a drop of a bucket, that's like just nothing. Okay. It says, and Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beasts thereof sufficient for burnt offering. You can't sacrifice to them. You can burn all you want to. It's going to mean nothing to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Verse 17, all nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. All right? So, going back to Ezra chapter 4, okay? Your sacrifices, in verse 2, your sacrifices mean nothing. All right? Verse 3, but Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power, but we ourselves together will build unto Yahweh the power of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, hath commanded us. All right. Now, what we have to keep in mind here, once again, this was commanded by King Cyrus. Okay. Right now, we're commanded by Yahweh Shai. This is the second temple. All right. Right now is the temple of David, the tabernacle of David, which is the 1/3, the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. Verse 4. Okay. Then the people of the land, those heathens, weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building. So they had a little trouble, building the second temple. All right. It says, and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius, king of Persia. So, we didn't want to build together with them. We didn't want to stick together with them. So just like Sirach 12 was telling us, the opportunity, that they get, they're gonna inhibit you, overthrow you, all right, cause you problems, all right. But like I said, this is with the second temple. You can't stop it, all right. There's no counselor you can get this time to stop the third temple, all right. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 30. And it reads, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord. Okay? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is building this third temple. You got counselors to stop the second one, but there's nothing you can do against this third and final one, the temple of David. All right? Absolutely nothing you can do. All right? And his elect know that. This is Sirach chapter 23. And verse 1. And it reads, O Lord, Father and Governor of all my whole life, leave me not to their counsels, and let me not fall by them. Okay? The elect are going to do what they're supposed to do, no matter what this wicked nation of Esau-Edom attempts. You know, as the scriptures say, there is no enchantment against Jacob. Okay? We are going to do what we're supposed to do. And that's continue to do these video epistles, have that faith, do our due diligence to make the calling of our election sure, you know, do our very best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, okay, in this polluted city that is going to come to naught in a very short time, okay. We are not going to fall to that counsel because we're under the counsel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. I'm going to close out here. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33, verse 10 and 11. And verse 10, and it reads, "The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect." Once again, it's not going to work against the elect. It's not going to work against the elect. Whatever you bring, because we know, you know, if we are martyrs, the dead and Hamashiach are going to rise first, according to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 16 through 18. You know, he has care for his elect. Best believe that, and shows mercy to them. Okay? So your devices are not going to work. Not on this third temple. You know, and you just out there, Esau-Edom. You're just out there. Verse 11. "The counsel of the Lord standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations." Okay? Again, his counsel stands forever, and so will the nation of Israel when all this is said and done, when Yahweh Shai cracks those clouds and comes back to gather his elect. Okay? So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying to the elect body of the nation of Israel. Once again, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and my fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, and so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, I say Shalom, Kwam Yasharala. We got next. Yeah, Esau, it's going to be a lot of y'all crying like that real soon. Real soon, you know. And, you know, we hasten that day for those curses to turn. All right, because I tell you, we've been through enough. So with that, you know, Shalom to the elect. All right, Kwam Yasharala.